Welcome to participate in the forum from the International Love and Peace Month. Today, we are going to talk about justice, love, and peace. In today's society, bad things keep happening, which are reminding us that justice, love, and peace are very important for human society. Our first speaker has always been involved in love and peace activities. Now, let's listen to what he felt through the practice of love and peace.
Thank you, Angel. Until now, I still couldn't believe that the 9/11 attack would be happened. Mahatma Gandhi once said that when I disappeared, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love have always won. From my standpoint, it is only through conscience and love that could solve the current global problems. I'm a project manager and also Tai Ji Men dizi. The Tai Ji Men is an ancient menpai of qigong, martial arts, and self-cultivation. In addition to practicing qi, shifu also teach us importance of love, peace, and conscience. We had a cultural performance at the 2017 University. It was July and August in Taiwan, and the temperature was as high as 38 degrees. I participated in the sword and shield formation. The sword and the shield weighed 2 kilograms each. It was hard to run for 9 minutes in the 400 meters large playing ground and cooperate with the movement of the sword and the shield formation. Even worse, the old injury was towards again at that moment to make me can barely walk. If this is the usual me, I would give up early. There was a great will in my mind at that time. I wanted to spread positive power to the world through this moment of global attention. I believed that this could turn the world around. And I also found that if the thing is right and good people, just do it. Before the outbreak of the global epidemic, some members of Tai Ji Men and I went to India with our shifu for the 20th International Conference of Chief Justice of the World in Lucknow to promote the message of love and peace. The conference discussed human rights, the rule of laws, peace, and global issues. At that time, I met a princess from South Africa. After watching us express our love and peace through martial arts, musicals, forums, and other performances, she sincerely invited us to her country to send this positive power to every corner of the country. In the process of sharing love and peace and the culture of conscience with the judges, I felt very happy because I saw that the judges are willing to take practical actions after listening to our sharing and seeing, and I believe the world can definitely become better. When our shifu lead us to spread message of love and peace and promote the Tai Chi culture to over 100 countries, in Taiwan, we still face violence from the public power. The Tai Ji Men case occurred in 1996. The government at that time launched a religious anti-criminal action to purge dissidents. Tai Ji Men got caught in the crossfire. The freedom of belief and the basic human rights of property were violated. As early as 14 years ago, the Supreme Court ruled that Tai Ji Men was innocent, tax-free, and shifu and dizi received state compensation. However, the land belonged to Tai Ji Men was finally auctioned illegally. For justice, we persist for 25 years and still not give up. Shifu told us to solve our cases with the mind of saving the world because there are too many cases of tax disasters in Taiwan, and many people were all silently forced to pay. If Taiwan's tax system is not reformed, it was really affect Taiwan's survival. So I participated in various law and tax activities, such as I used to set up a tent in front of the office of the president to sleep with my family in winter, hoping to awaken the conscience of the president. I also followed the volunteers to fly a kite in the park, went to Qiguyanshan to take pictures on the Instagram, went to many other places that's crowd gathering during the National Day and the various festivals. I even visit many chiefs of village, hoping that there will not be no more Tai Ji Men cases in Taiwan. The bill is not a bill until you read it. The song is not a song until you sing it. Conscience is not conscience until you call it. Love is not love until you pass it to everyone in any way. There is a popular saying in Taiwan that said, never fail to do anything good which you deem as petty. Never dare to do anything evil which you consider as trivial. In fact, this is the best meaning of conscience. Therefore, today, I want to call our President and the Executive Yuan to investigate and impeach all illegal acts in Tai Ji Men cases, correct the illegal government unit, and return the justice to the victims. Only this way can let all citizens and the next generation live in love and peaceful world. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing, Jean. Looking back at the COVID-19 and the Tai Ji Men tax case, people have been expecting a world of justice, love, and peace. The greed of government officials will not erode people's insistence on justice. If we allow justice to be hidden, everyone will be the victim. As the pandemic continues, it becomes clear that the virus is going to destroy the world. For the next, our second speaker is going to tell us how justice, love, and peace have affected her life.
Hello everyone, my name is Kate. I'm currently a school nurse at a university in Taiwan. I'm also a Tai Ji Men dizi. First, I want to share some experience at my work. To be a school nurse, in addition to general health care, I am also responsible for dengue fever prevention. Where there's a person who reports mosquitoes anywhere in the campus, I need to investigate and find out the source of breeding to avoid the infection by mosquitoes across the campus. Once upon a time, there was an office and a classroom in the campus where collect so many mosquitoes. In a period of 2 to 3 weeks, the dead mosquitoes piled up 1 to 2 centimeters in the corner. However, the breeding source had not been identified. For a long period of time, we got complaints from students almost every week. My superior said that what we can do is just to sanitize and clean the area regularly. Nothing more, as we cannot solve the problem. I used to think the same way. I had tried, but I could not solve the issue. So just let it go. However, my shifu, Dr. Tao Tze, the Zhangmenren of Tai Ji Men, insisted not paying any illegal tax, even just a penny, when facing the oppression and unlawful taxation for 24 years. I witnessed his determination and realized that I should learn from him, insist on doing right things. I used to find out the root cause of the problem in order to solve it completely. From then on, I continued the task of looking for breeding source on a frequency of twice a week. Finally, I discovered breeding source was in the water tank and got rid of the long-standing problem in that area once and for all. Insist doing the right things is the approach my shifu told me, how to face the difficulties. My shifu devoted his whole life and applied his experience of vindicate the tax injustice of Tai Ji Men to educate dizi and even everyone in the world to tell good from bad, true from false, and right from wrong. I think everyone would be unhappy and not willing to accept illegal taxation. However, it is hard to imagine that the vast majority of Taiwanese choose to appease, negotiate, and pay something under compromise. This is the reason why illegal taxation is becoming more and more rampant in Taiwan. The economy in Taiwan is not good, and people work hard to earn money. The basic pay of university graduate in Taiwan remains almost the same as 20 years ago, while the price is more than double as before. 20 years ago, the basic pay in Singapore was similar to Taiwan, but now it is nearly 4 times higher than Taiwan's. Therefore, the general public thinks that instead of spending time and energy fighting with the National Tax Bureau, it is easier to negotiate and pay money and spending time on earning money. Not to mention that the chances of winning the lawsuit are less than 10%. Such a mentality makes the taxpayer human right in Taiwan get even worse. The Tai Ji Men case is a very clear case of intentional framing. A senior auditor of the National Tax Bureau in Taiwan, Mr. Huang Kunguang, also pointed out the Tai Ji Men case is obviously illegal taxation, and the Taiwanese government should not sanction people with imaginary tax. This revealed that the Tai Ji Men case is not innocent and tax-free, but also a false case created by public power from the beginning. Why the tax bill issued when there is no tax from the very beginning? Because of the bonus. The National Tax Bureau and the enforcement agents both receive huge bonuses. The bonus schemes are like the opium to the tax system. As we are aware, drug addiction is dangerous. People may get crazy, out of mind, and even killing. In Taiwan, the illegal bonuses are just like drug. The tax authority and administrative enforcement officers are enticed to issue tax bills, as many as possible, to add up penalties several times, and to seize the property valued exceeding tax on for auction. People's life and property are treated deliberately and discriminatorily. A property valued at 2.5 million was seized for traffic penalty of 18,000 over 100 floors. A house worth 20 million was seized for license tax for 38,000 over 500 floors. While Tai Ji Men case was not guilty of any crime or tax, 50 plots of land were illegally auctioned off. Why? Because the higher the auction revenue, the more the bonus. Therefore, the root problem is the bonus. No bonus, no problem. Let's take a look at how generous the price. According to official statistics, the National Tax Bureau provides on average more than 100 million new Taiwan dollars in tax incentive payments each year. The enforcement agency provides 170 million in exclusive bonuses each year. Each employee in the enforcement agency would receive an average of more than 220,000 in exclusive bonuses every year. This money is equivalent to more than 4 months of wages for the average Taiwanese worker. Also, these bonuses do not have any legal ground. Eric Ruth, the chair of the European Interreligious Forum for Religious Freedom, ever indicate that Tai Ji Men case happening in the democracy Taiwan lowered the very standard of democracy of the entire world. It sends the message that injustice would not matter. Whatever you are, bad guys can win good guys, and that there is no accountability in this world. Professor Kenneth Jacobson said that when the government officials abuse the power, it affects not only the victims of that abuse, but affects all of us. because that means the rule of law is not to be followed. In addition, whether it's a good culture or bad ethos, it will spread around the world. So I urge anyone who faces injustice to stand up and stop it, so that it doesn't spin into a global problem. In addition, I also call on all Taiwanese officials to think differently. If you or your friends, relatives, or children were illegally taxed, or your property was seized and auctioned due to minor fine, can you accept it? Please try to think in this way and listen to the voice of your conscience, so that you will know what you can do to truly sustain the future of your people and of your country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kate, for your sharing. I'm calling for everyone to protect the world of justice, love, and peace. I hope everyone has the courage to say no to the evil trend, so that it will not spread to the whole world. In the following, we are going to see a video.
We would like to really start with revisiting the 9/11, an incident that really shook the world. And before we dive into the stories, we have a clip that takes us back to 2001.
Let us fill the hearts of world citizens with love and peace. September 12, 2001.
"21 years ago, Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy visited Washington, D.C. as ambassadors of peace and goodwill.
The Mayor of the District of Columbia does hereby proclaim March 22nd, 2000 as Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy Day in Washington, D.C., and we welcome these international ambassadors of peace and goodwill.
21 years later, members of Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy returned to Washington, D.C. to seek justice and raise international awareness of their situation. Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy is a spiritual group with various academies in Taiwan and the U.S. The group strongly believes that they are being persecuted in democratic Taiwan through a tax evasion indictment beginning in 1996 that reached Taiwan's Supreme Court.
This video showed that Tai Ji Men is trying to promote the spirit of love and peace. After the Tai Ji Men tax case happened, Tai Ji Men stood on the street of Washington, D.C. again, defending human rights and justice, regardless of age and race. Let's listen to the voice from the young people. Robert.
Good evening, host, all keynote speakers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a college student and also a Tai Ji Men dizi. It's my honor to have this opportunity to share my experience and concept at this forum. I've been a Tai Ji Men dizi since I was 10. My shifu, Dr. Tao Tze, has been teaching me a lot, and this not only improves my physical health, but also help me cope wisely with challenges and difficulties in my daily life. I remember that when I was in the 3rd year of senior high school, the pressure stemmed from the college entrance exam put so much on my shoulder, and therefore I could even take a deep breath. Studying piles of textbooks and taking countless of tests and exams were my daily life. In addition to facing the pressure of exams, the various mood fluctuations in my heart are like time bombs, which may affect the results of the exam at any time and make past efforts to be spent. Fortunately, while preparing for the exam, I remembered that shifu once reminded me to persist with some short stories. Through practicing qigong to adjust my mood that fluctuated every day, I can finally go to the examination room in the best condition and finally achieve satisfactory results. In Tai Ji Men, in addition to learning to resolve the challenges in life, my shifu also took his dizi to spread the ideas of conscience, love and peace around the world, and brought these ideas to the world to influence the leaders of the countries. As a college student, I also started from myself to treat people around me with conscience and kindness, and bring this kindness concept to my classmates and friends, forming a cycle of kindness and filling my life with conscience. However, Tai Ji Men, such a wonderful place, have been under prosecution by the Taiwanese government for 25 years. In 1996, Tai Ji Men was prosecuted illegally by the judicial and tax officials. Despite that, the Supreme Court confirmed no tax and no guilty on Tai Ji Men in 2007. The National Taxation Bureau still kept giving illegal tax bills to Tai Ji Men. What makes people furious is that the government auctioned Tai Ji Men's assets illegally in August 2020. Although the Tai Ji Men case was selected as the indicative case of human rights in Taiwan, and many domestic and foreign experts stand for Tai Ji Men, we still cannot see the determination from the government to solve this case. I strongly demand the government to solve Tai Ji Men case based on conscience to implement fairness and justice, so that people living on this land can have the real human rights. This September is the International Month of Love and Peace. Love is the key component of world peace. With love in everyone's heart, real justice and human rights can come true in our daily life. Conscience is also key to practice love and peace in our lives. Only when love and conscience are practiced in people's life, peace will finally live with us. Thank you.
Thanks for your sharing, Robert. And thank you, Dr. Tao Tze, for spreading the message of love and peace around the world and influencing many world leaders. Hope you can also start a small action, like sharing the video and spreading the word about justice, love, and peace. The next speaker had some special events that made her deeply touched while traveling with Dr. Hong to promote the idea of love and peace in different countries.
Hello everyone, I'm Ruth. In September this year, the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan again. It reminds me of September 11 terrorist attacks that took place in New York, US 20 years ago. War and violence caused the people to lose their country and their lives. Therefore, the United Nations has designated September 21st every year as the International Day of Peace. This month is International Love and Peace Month. I feel that love and peace should start from the heart and extend to life and affairs. Today, I will start with my own story. I was adopted when I was 4 years old in the rural society in the 1960s. My grandfather was in charge of the family. Seeing that my mother had given birth to 5 daughters in a row, the financial pressure was great. Because I loved to cry, my grandfather gave me away. On that day, my dad came back from the field. He couldn't see me and was very sad because I had been taken away by my adoptive parents. My neighbors often came to see me since I moved in with my adoptive parents. When they look at me, they will say, "You are adopted." The innocent and ignore me also learned to say, "I am adopted. It was just a punishment lunch." This is how I started to feel scared, anxious, and hesitant. Because I had to keep an eye on my face and did not dare to talk nonsense. I was not only afraid of, but also resentful towards my adoptive parents. With such an unhappy heart, there was a big change on October 13, 1996. After entering Tai Ji Men to practice Qigong, I went to academy frequently and liked to talk with my brothers and sisters and listened to their stories. I grew content and experienced amazing peace. I blew away the haze of the past. I also learned to be appreciative, to see the bright side of my life experience. I realized 2 pairs of parents who care about me are really happy. Unfortunately, 2 months later, the 12/19 event occurred. Prosecutor Hou Kuan-ren arrived with a huge number of media and police investigations, as well as guns and live ammunition, and searched for all academies across the country. At the same time, I also heard that the brothers and sisters were summoned and searched. Everyone was in danger. Hou Kuan-ren even said he wanted to arrest more people. The front page news of media reportedly slanderous for amazing wealth, fraud, and tax evasion. Suddenly, brothers and sisters became street rats. I walking on the road in a white uniform. There was a cold word passed from behind. Dare to come out in this kind of clothes. One after another, I heard that the brothers and sisters encountered numerous obstacles in work and family. Everyone is like a frightened bird, afraid to come to academy. Once a place full of laughter suddenly became very deserted. This seemed like a reappearance of 228 white horror. Once again awakened the fear of being adopted as a child. In fact, in the passbook search that day, Zhang Menren had only 610,000 deposits, but said that there was 3.1 billion in income. No wonder Huang Kunguang, the former inspector of National Taxation Bureau, said that the prosecutors did not find the cash flow and they could not prosecute without evidence, which is simply guilty of perverting the law. Later, the criminal case lasted 10 years and 7 months. and was judged by the Supreme Court in 3 trials. Not guilty, no taxes. Unexpectedly, NTB officials said that the court's ruling was not counted, and the tax bills continued to be issued. What's even more shocking was that the Tai Ji Men practice Holy Land was forcibly auctioned. Last year, the medieval Christian theologian St. Augustine said, "If justice ceases to exist, the government will be a large group of bandits. And when the country no longer needs justice, then a group of bandits is a small country." Looking back at the 9/11 attack in the US 20 years ago, I was preparing to participate in the Aloha Parade in Honolulu, Hawaii, with the Tai Ji Men Goodwill Cultural Group. But news of the terrorist attack came, and the airport and the streets were blocked. While everyone was fleeing New York desperately, however, Shifu told us, if nothing was done on this trip, we would have come for nothing. Immediately, the brothers and sisters started to invite UN ambassadors and NGO leaders to ring the bell, and hosted a number of ceremonies of ring the bell of world love and peace on M&N TV to calm people's hearts. Honolulu have been named as the next city to be targeted by terrorists. The traffic was congested and air travel was disrupted. However, Tai Ji Men Shifu and dizi still promised to come to Honolulu, Hawaii to hold a cultural feast of the night of ancient culture and an ancient bell ringing ceremony to pray for the world peace in Hawaii. In Hawaii's Theater Center on September 16. At that moment, I felt very touched. This is my Shifu, who has come all the way and is dedicated to world peace. This move also touched the mayor of Honolulu City, Harris, who specially awarded the Honolulu Honorary Citizen to Dr. Hong, and declared September 16, 2001 as the Tai Ji Men Qigong Academy and Dr. Hong Dao's Day. On 9/11, when brothers and sisters witnessed the plane crashed into the Twin Towers, Shifu asked dizi, "How does this enlighten your life?" For me, I am very grateful to Shifu for saving my heart from the depths of suffering 25 years ago, so that I can understand the meaning and the value of being a human being in this life. And I believe that the hatred between races cost countless lives and tragedies. When I saw the Twin Towers was destroyed, many people jumped off the building in terror. It was like asking for help from tax victims who were unable to resist tax violence and committing suicide. How many tax victims crying in the dark with blood and tears are still suffering from the black cage tax bill? I would like to ask officials with public powers, how do you feel about these tax victims who have nowhere to ask for help? Indeed, love and peace must start from oneself. Over the years, Tai Ji Men Shifu and dizi have been committed to promoting tax reforms, hoping to help helpless victims trapped in tax violence through our personal pain, and also help the government to carry out legal taxation. Therefore, we have persisted for 25 years, hoping to urge the government to implement transformational justice and redress the wrongful cases of taxation. We hope to awaken the conscience of officials, knowing their mistakes and correcting them, so that the country can last for a long time, and the people can live and work in peace. Thank you.
Thanks for your sharing, Ruth, and thank you all for joining us today. Now, we would like to invite all the speakers online to take a group photo. Please raise your hand and say with me: Justice, love, and peace. 1, 2, 3. Justice, love, and peace. Thank you for you guys to join us today. If you like this video, please click the button below to subscribe us. Thank you for your participating. See you next time.
What is the truth about the Tai Ji Men case? Taiwan Supreme Court found Tai Ji Men not guilty of tax evasion or any other charges. The National Tax Bureau and the Ministry of Finance reneged on the promise to revoke the tax bill. The National Tax Bureau illegally auctioned off the sacred land of Tai Ji Men. The land was illegally taken into state ownership. Where is the royal government officials' conscience? Where are justice and human rights? What is the truth about the Tai Ji Men case? Taiwan Supreme Court found Tai Ji Men guilty of tax evasion or any other charges. The National Tax Bureau and the Ministry of Finance reneged on their promise to revoke the tax bill. The National Tax Bureau illegally auctioned off the sacred land of Tai Ji Men. The land was illegally taken into state ownership. Where is the royal government officials' conscience? Where are justice and human rights? What is the truth about the Tai Ji Men case? Taiwan Supreme Court found Tai Ji Men guilty of tax evasion or any other charges. The National Tax Bureau and the Ministry of Finance reneged on their promise to revoke the tax bill. The National Tax Bureau illegally auctioned off the sacred land of Tai Ji Men. The land was illegally taken into state ownership. Where is the royal government officials' conscience? Where are justice and human rights? The righteous people are united with conscience.